your source for news from Cinegear Indie Shooter.
Hi, this is James again with 16x9, and over here we're going to cover what's new for us this year is the Octamas gear Swiss cage system. Now, what's different from other systems is that we're trying to make it as universal as possible for so many different camera variations. Now, as cameras keep evolving, you're having to get new cage systems every single time. So the idea behind this is that you can actually get, starting with the two core points, which is a top plate and a bottom plate. Like in this case, this is for the Canon C500, C300. You start with those pieces, or you get it for a Raptor, or you get it for the Alexa, and you start with those pieces, and you can take a lot of the generic components like side brackets, top handles, slider plates, can all be transferred from one camera to the next camera. So it actually adds a lot of versatility. So for rental houses or production companies or even the independent owner-operator that owns a lot of different cameras, you can limit down the size of accessories that are necessary for your rigging requirements. So we have rigs here for like the Rialto, for the Komodo. We have one for the DSLR. This is a universal DSLR system. We have one for the Alexa Mini, the Sony Venice. So there's a lot of different options currently that are being made available. You can also see, like for instance, the top handles here, they slide back and forth. They offer you a lot of different key point mounting positions, so 3/8, quarter 20, with key pin locators, so for anti-twisting. So there's a lot of features that are built into the system. And the best part about the system is using the highest grade materials possible so it lasts the longest.
How do you ensure that you're looking at the best grade aluminum? Do you have to source that, make sure it's the...
Yeah, I mean, there's different grades of aluminum that's used in the industry. There's 6000 series. In this case, this system is made out of 7000 series, which is a much higher grade material. And the reason why they chose that material is because the fact that if it's going to be universal and you're going to be using it for longer periods of time with different cameras, you want it to last as long as possible. The anodizing is, of course, a much higher grade also, so they want to keep the anodizing staying as black as possible, and also trying to be resilient against scratching. So that they've thought about a lot into the design of the system. And even one of the nicest things about it is a lot of the mounting points, like the screws, are generally designed to work with a 3mm hex screw. So even the bottom base plate screws, you can still use a flathead, but with the 3mm, you can still use that same tool to attach it to the camera. So they've tried to simplify things in a lot of different ways for the system.
And I would assume like all of these mounts that you have here also actually makes it like a lot lighter because it's just not a solid piece of aluminum.
Well, they try to lighten up as much as possible, so they're going to eliminate, weight wherever they can. So even like the 15mm spacers are lightened up as much as possible to make it as light as possible. But you'll see that with all the different accessory points and all the threading, that does help lighten up the system.
And are these shipping now, or?
They are becoming available within the next few weeks. So we will be getting more systems in, and they'll be available through us, and we're going to be sending out information to all of our dealers and our customers.
So we don't have prices on these as it stands right now, or?
Well, as far as the kits go, there's already preset cages for the cameras, but there's different packages like the base set, then there's an advanced set, the pro set, the IO set. So you can be anywhere from about $1,400 for a complete set, all the way up to about $5,000, $6,000, depending if you want power configurations like this here. So there's a lot of different options that are going to be put together, or you can build it a la carte. So there's a lot of ways to build the system as you go.
And so people want to find out more, they should go to the 16x9 website, right?
That is correct, yeah. We're actually adding the items to our site, so if they go to 16x9inc.com, we'll have information up there shortly on these new products.
And you guys you don't sell directly, sell through dealers, is that
That's
correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So they should be available at your favorite dealer, but for extensive information, you guys have it there on
That's
the website.
correct, yeah. For information, they can come to us, questions, but purchasing should be through our dealers.
Your source for news from Cinegear Indie Shooter.